Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and I'm back. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I am back. I'm going to restructure the way that I do these. I want to get back to making daily videos, but I'm going to probably film them all on the same day. And before I was a little bit adverse to doing that, not wanting to film them all on the same day. But I think this will actually work out, just considering my current lifestyle and the way that things are going on right now. I think doing it all on one day is going to be good. Plus, it'll free me up to do some other stuff for you guys as well when I find time throughout the week. But in any event, this is going to be your daily astrology reading for Monday, November 11th of 2024. And I thank you all so much for joining me here. Well, let's go ahead and hop into it, right? Well, we do have, of course, the sun in Scorpio at 19 degrees today, and we also have that moon. It's going to be in Pisces, making a nice little trine to it. That's going to be earlier on in the day that we're going to see that aspect here. So, we're going to see that nice little water trine there, which is going to be kind of nice. This has been a very interesting Scorpio season to say the least. Very intense, very deep and emotional. And of course, this moon just crossed over Saturn here on this previous Sunday. Now we got to remember that Saturn is moving very, very, very slow. It's pretty much offline at this point. And it's getting ready to station direct, but we still have a little bit of time. But you got to think about this. Saturn, of course, is that planet of wanting to get things done, move things forward, is the planet of industry, is the planet of hard work, of adulting, growing up. And with it being this slow, like insanely slow here in Pisces, it does feel like time is just at a crawl. It is the planet of time after all. And Pisces is the only sign really beyond time, considering the fact that Saturn does rule Aquarius and Capricorn. It's the sign that doesn't recognize time at all. So when you have the planet of time moving super slow in this space, things can definitely feel very, very wonky. Not to mention adding Neptune to the mix there. So this moon, of course, having just crossed over this, we can definitely feel a lot of the heaviness of this current moment. People can be feeling lost in time. People can feel like things don't make sense or life doesn't seem real right now. It can definitely seem very bewildering in this moment. The nice trine here, though, can definitely help us to, kind of open our minds up to, some deeper aspects and to really see that there is much more to this reality than just what's beyond the surface. And that, even though, time right now just seems weird and awkward and this can't be happening and all these sort of things, that, we do have that strength to still move through. Scorpio is about having this deeper emotional fortitude to make it through things. Now, some of the other things that we have going on, of course, we have the sun that's going to be in quincunx to Jupiter on this day. And of course, we are going to see the moon square Jupiter at the same time, right? So we're already emotionally responding and reacting to more Piscean-like things, dreamy-like things, wanting to escape. And the square to Jupiter and Gemini, definitely wanting to escape from, maybe particular conversations that may make us feel uncomfortable or uneasy. Things that, may expand upon information that we already have here. Gemini is about information and Jupiter is about expansion, but it is retrograde. So people, more than likely, a lot of people, there's a tendency or a propensity to want to dig our head in the sand and be the ostrich and not really consider other information that may help to expand our worldview, right? Now, we also will see Venus shift into Capricorn today, and that's definitely going to, bring about a little bit of this heavier energy now. You got to think that now this Venus is being disposited by this Saturn, right? Of course, that rules Capricorn. And now when it comes to our relationships, those are going to start to feel a little bit more awkward and bewildering as well. It was just getting disposited by Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. Now it's going to a Saturn retrograde, which is slow in Pisces. Of course, Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. I think Monday is definitely going to feel like a Monday. This moon's going to, of course, get really close to this Neptune. It'll cross over this Neptune on today as well. So, We have Mars here, which is moving very slow in Leo as well. We have Pluto that is getting ready to shift into Aquarius. So we are definitely in this interesting space today where it can feel like things are just a little bit slow. Things are a little bit lethargic. Energy is a little bit lethargic, especially considering all the intensity that we just had, of course, with the election here in the United States of America. And that's the thing about this, too, that this does affect the world at large. There's a saying that when the United States sneezes, the world gets a cold. And we can't deny the fact that we all do affect each other. And the United States, of course, is one of the biggest players in the world, right? Just from a socio-economic standpoint. So it's a lot of intense energy. And I think right now we are kind of in the blowback of that and trying our best to process what has just happened. You have some sides that are, of course, enthralled with what happened. You have other sides that are quite down to the dumps about what's happened. You have some sides that are really, looking forward to the future. And you have other sides that feel like the future is bleak. We are in Saturn and Pisces. We are in Neptune and Pisces. We are with Pluto at the end of Capricorn. We are with Uranus at the end of Taurus. We have a lot of planets that are at the end of their respective signs, or, Saturn, of course, at 12 degrees Pisces, but, it moves faster than some of these outer planets. So there is a lot of end game energy, and that's what you're going to be feeling. But just because things are at the end game doesn't mean that we can't turn the page to a new chapter. And I think that's something that we are going to have to remind ourselves on this Monday, that even though things do seem slow and lethargic and a little bit weird, and we might want to just pull the covers over our head or stick our head in the sand, that doesn't mean that the world isn't going to keep spinning. So if there are any issues that we may have, or problems or feelings that we have to be able to confront those things head on and not just hide under the covers, right? Card of the day is the Three of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse. This is a new deck actually I got. It's going to be this deck right here. Is the Tarot of the Divine, which is actually really cool. Kind of takes a bunch of different archetypes from different fairy tales and fables and all different kinds of stuff, and less, widely known legends, lesser known legends all across the world, and different deities and stuff. So I do think that's pretty interesting. But we have the Three of Wands, like I said, in reverse. We can feel like we're needing to just kind of wait for something, kind of pondering our future, wondering what's going to happen, or we can, actually get up and go and do something about it. I think that's really key for a day like today, especially with this moon in Pisces. It's not going to quite make it to Aries. That's going to be more of a Tuesday thing. Of course, Tuesday is Mars Day, whereas this Monday is going to be much, much more of a feeling day. But I think this is also going to be a day where you don't want to hesitate. If there is something that you feel like you need to do or go for, take that first step. This is not about, and it's interesting, in this she's climbing the ladder, but with it being in reverse, it's like she's climbing the ladder down, if you will. So it's like, I think this is really about, generally this is about being on top of a cliff and looking out over a wide expansive valley. But with this, if she's climbing down, that's telling me that she's actually she's kind of done sitting at the top of the mountain and thinking about where to go. She's actually climbing down the mountain now and actually deciding where to go. So make a decision today on where to go. Make a decision to move forward and to not just ponder on what has been or what could have been, because truthfully, we don't really know exactly what the future holds. We can use the astrology, we can kind of look out and kind of make our predictions, of course, but ultimately we don't know exactly what's going to go. It's about taking that next step. It's about, if we could only see 10 feet in front of us, then that's what we have to work with, But, kind of posturing and trying to project and try to, especially if it's coming from a more negative standpoint, especially if you're looking into the future and you think it's just incredibly bleak and you can't see any way to get through it, I encourage you to get off the mountain and to actually walk towards it and see what you find. And that's going to do it for your daily astrology reading for this Monday. I trust that this message will assist you on your journey today. And you all take care, stay blessed, have a wonderful day. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.